Jackson Kiplagat Mandago's political career, once defined by rapid ascent and regional influence, has in recent years been overshadowed by a series of high-profile controversies that have placed him at the center of legal, financial, and ethical scrutiny in Kenya. The most damaging of these is the Finland and Canada scholarship scandal, a failed overseas education program initiated during his tenure as governor of Uasin Gishu County. Marketed as an opportunity for local students to study abroad, the program collapsed after parents collectively paid more than Kenya shillings 1.1 billion, only for many students to be left stranded, some unable to travel, others stuck overseas after tuition fees were allegedly not remitted to institutions. Mandago, alongside other county officials, was charged with conspiracy to commit economic crimes, abuse of office, and theft. His legal troubles deepened following his arrest in August 2023, and by April 2026, the Director of Public Prosecutions had approved additional charges tied to a further Kenya shillings 50 million uncovered in subsequent investigations. In court, he has also faced allegations of witness intimidation, intensifying public concern over the integrity of the judicial process. Compounding these issues are revelations from the Auditor General's reports, which exposed that Uasin Gishu County risks losing another Kenya shillings 1.1 billion through non-performing loans issued during Mandago's administration. These loans, often dispersed without proper collateral or clear repayment structures, were given to county officials and cooperative societies. Notably, Mandago himself was listed among beneficiaries, with outstanding loans totaling approximately Kenya shillings 62.8 million, raising serious questions about conflict of interest and fiscal discipline during his leadership. Mandago has also faced persistent accusations of tribalism and ethnic bias. In 2016, he led protests opposing the appointment of Prof. Laban Ayero as vice-chancellor of Moi University, arguing that the position should go to someone from the local community, a stance widely criticized as ethnically exclusionary. Further allegations emerged during his governorship, with critics claiming that non-local county employees were pressured to resign to make way for individuals from his own ethnic group. Similar accusations surfaced during crackdowns on hawkers in Eldoret, where enforcement actions were said to disproportionately target specific communities. His leadership style has also drawn criticism in other incidents, including a 2019 public dismissal of a sub-county administrator over a Facebook post criticizing county spending, an action viewed by many as heavy-handed and intolerant of dissent. More recently, in March 2026, a viral video showing Mandago distributing lollipops and biscuits from residents from a luxury vehicle sparked backlash, with critics dismissing the act as performative charity amid ongoing corruption allegations. These controversies have inevitably cast a long shadow over Mandago's public image, even as he continues to serve as senator for Uasin Gishu County, a position he assumed on September 8, 2022. In the Senate, he chairs the Standing Committee on Health and sits on the Liaison and Trade Committees, maintaining a visible role in national governance despite his legal challenges. Born on May 5, 1974, in Uasin Gishu County, Mandago's early life was rooted in the rural setting of Teresia, Kuinet, within the Soy constituency. He was born to Mzee Daniel Kirore Lele and the late Mama Tapsiarga Lele, a respected community matriarch who passed away in January 2026 at an advanced age. Though he has largely kept details about his siblings private, his upbringing reflects deep ties to the Kalenjin community, which has significantly shaped his social and political identity. Mandago's educational journey began at Kopubu Primary School, where he completed his Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, before proceeding to Eldoret Harambee School for his secondary education between 1990 and 1993. He later joined Kenyatta University, earning a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, and went on to pursue a Master of Business Administration (MBA) in Procurement and Strategic Planning at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa between 2005 and 2007. This blend of scientific and managerial training would later inform his administrative and political career. Before entering elective politics, Mandago built his career within Kenya's public service. He worked as an ICT officer in the Ministry of Planning between 1999 and 2000, before rising through the ranks at the Teachers Service Commission (TSC), where he served as Deputy Chief Operating Officer from 2003 to 2009. He has also, at various times, identified himself as having worked as a teacher. Alongside his public service roles, he was an entrepreneur in Eldoret, operating supermarkets and retail businesses, which contributed to his financial base prior to joining politics full-time. His major political breakthrough came in 2013 when he was elected the first governor of Uasin Gishu County following the introduction of Kenya's devolved system of government. He served 2 consecutive terms, being re-elected in 2017. His administration focused on agriculture, healthcare, and infrastructure development, though these achievements have since been overshadowed by the financial scandals that emerged after his tenure. In 2022, he transitioned to national politics after being elected as the county's senator. In his personal life, Mandago is married to Lucy Mandago, who served as the First Lady of Uasin Gishu during his decade-long governorship. Known for her supportive role and occasional public humor, she once remarked at the end of his tenure that he would finally be available 24 hours for his family. Together, they have children, including their son Jeremy Mandago, who in recent years marked his transition into adulthood through traditional rites celebrated in a ceremony attended by prominent political figures. Financially, Mandago earns a gross monthly salary of approximately Kenya shillings 739,600 as a senator, supplemented by allowances including car maintenance and committee sitting fees. Despite this, his wealth and assets remain under scrutiny. During court proceedings in 2025, he reportedly offered to sell personal land to help compensate victims of the scholarship scandal. His known assets include property in Eldoret and rural land in Kunet, as well as business interests in retail and agriculture. However, investigations have led to attempts by authorities to freeze his accounts and assets, particularly in connection with the alleged misappropriation of funds. Today, Jackson Mandago stands as a complex and controversial figure in Kenyan politics, a man whose career reflects both significant administrative experience and deep-seated controversies that continue to unfold in courts and in the public eye.